come up on the upper Stour. I fished it last week and it was down to 0.56 at the nearest gauging station. Then it came up 18 inches, now it's dropped back to where it was. Quite a bit of colour. I've not fished this stretch for 2 or 3 years. There's some decent bream up here, plenty of roach, odd dace, gudgeon, perch, some chub. It's pushing a bit, it's a nice sort of steady swim, and I'm hoping to catch some roach, but I don't know. I've got to start for a change with some gross guard on mixed up here, ball some of that in, and fish maggots on a 22 with a croquil avon. Got my Allerton rod set up here, 3.5 gram Olivet, a couple of number 4s and then a couple of number 9s as droppers, and see what I can get. I'm guessing the depth at about 11 foot, and I'll see how whether that trips through all right. Putting in the ground bait fairly heavily, and to get the float set just right so I can hold back. Shotted well down, probably wants a little bit more to trim it right on there. Used to be lots of small roach through here, but I don't know. Just going to add another little shot on. Let's add another foot. Feeding the ground bait, I shall give it a little while, and then I might try bread punch if I'm not catching on maggots. That's better. dragged under then and no bait, which probably means slightly too deep now. Well, first roach, and not very big, but it's a fish. I'm putting maggots into the ground bait, and that'll get them right down to the bottom. And I'm feeding downstream. I don't want the fish in front of me. I want them down where I can control the float. Oh, there are fish down there, it's fractionally bigger. And a little roach. I've now got the float set over 12 foot deep, I should think. So I've fished this swim before. I've had bream to about £5 in this one, which would be interesting. I've got a 22 on there, but if I just sit pulling out roach for a couple of hours, it'll be a first time for a long time on the Stour. Getting smaller. I think next stop will be a 16 with a bigger punch. It's dead easy. The rig stays the same, just put a different hook on. A couple of number 9s bunched on the hook length. And that float is just tip-tapping down all the time, so, and they're not very big. That's better. Putting a bend in the rod this time, much better. Maybe that ground bait will do the trick. Hopefully a better roach. Not a monster, but worthy of a net. Right, 6 ounces. I just added 2 inches then, just trying to find the optimum. There's a bit of muck on the bait that time, so definitely on the bottom. I think I will switch to bread in a bit. It'd be nice to pick up a perch or something else. I think with bread more chance of a bream. I'm obviously not going to get perch on bread, or unlikely. There's odd rudd through here. Dace, chub, gudgeon. Nice to get gudgeon. I haven't had a single gudgeon this season. Certainly plenty of roach down there, but they want it absolutely perfect and they're not very big. Seem to be doing better a little bit further out. I don't know why, but lots of little roach. Just inching it through then, and it's just going down a bit. So feels a bit heavier, a bit deeper. Might be a perch or something, I don't know. It's not playing the same, not playing like a bream. Might be a perch. Coming up fast, that's typical of a perch. Yeah. Nice fat perch, not far off spawning, which is probably why they're best left alone. 10 ounces. I've fished maggots for over an hour now. I've had lots of little roach, about 2 dozen. One net perch, one net roach amongst them. All on a 22 in maggots, either single or double. Plenty of times I've been skinned, lots of little tiny bites and lots of small stuff like this. So I'm going to switch to a 16 and bread punch, not a big punch. I think there's a lot of little roach down there, but it'd be nice to see if I can either pick up a bream or maybe a better stamp of roach. I'm not convinced there's many good ones on here. The cormorants are hitting this the same as everywhere else. And I've seen one fly over. But let's have a go with a 16 and some punch. See what happens. Okay, I've got a 16 on there, a couple of number 8s to hook length of droppers. Bit of bread, I haven't got a lot of bread here, 3 slices. It's not the right size punch. And I'm not going to go too big. Standard 16 punch. Yeah. This hook's versatile enough, I can fish bigger if I need to. And I'm not going to feed maggots now, just ground bait. I know there's lots of roach down there. Oh, 4th time lucky a bite on the punch. Just the same as the rest. Bigger. Bigger break. A little bit bigger. Bread. A bit better. It's almost on the drop. It's a rudd. I think it might be a rudd. Just stick it on the top. Yeah. Sort of a battle scarred 5-ounce rudd. bread punch isn't really going. I'm getting the odd fish on it. I'm going to go back to maggots. One last cast on the bread punch. Anything I get I'll take as a fluke. And, change back to a small hook. This time I've got a little tiny Drennan barb. This is an old one, size 20. And be interested to see if we get into the fish again. There's very little difference in this hook to the 22. I think I'm a bit deep at the moment. Probably have to knock off a few inches. Distracted by an otter. Like the first one, not massive. But, nice fish to finish up with. Do nicely. At this point I think I'm going to call it a day. I've had over 30 small roach, a couple of nice perch and quite a nice rudd. Only one net roach. Almost all on maggots, a few on bread punch, but that didn't really work. Feeding grain bait and loose feeding maggots. Very mild day, very lots of bird song, and a river in very good condition. The river's what we used to call green brain, so sort of just enough colour for the roach to feed well. They don't seem to be the quality roach that they used to be. Maybe they're there, but few and far between. And until next time, it's goodbye for now.